You know how you know that the Annex is the right card for your deck? Check if you have black mana. If you have black mana, that's the right card. I kid you not, but in this deck it's actually even better because you have demons and vampires in the same card. So both sanctuaries and bloodletters are both vampires and demons. Yeah, exactly this one. So that's a cool synergy. So you can kind of play better than in other decks with this card. Alright, this can be a perfect trajectory target. I'm kinda trying to fish for a way to use this. And this should be nice. Let's go. Alright, and now a huge question. Do we feel so comfortable that we are dropping another Annex? Psst, easy. Of course, bro. What can go wrong with us burning 4 life a turn against aggro deck that is basically ahead from the start and has board and we don't? What can go wrong? Right? Right? Pride, mate. Okay, it's fine. I'm not scared, you are scared. So, let's see how many... Oh, they have 1 drop as well. I really hope there will be 1 creature. Like, every extra creature really adds to the board, especially that on the final turn they will go for this. But you know what? This is a nice one. We could go Demon. Block Man, but we might be forced to sacrifice it. On the next turn we can go Bloodletter into Shoot the Sheriff. Okay, I think that this is the play. We'll try to tank 1 hit. 1 chance. And with the reason I went for double Annex is that I know Mono White doesn't have too much removal, which means that you will get those demons, and those Annexes will live gain you later. So that means you can kinda risk for a moment. Oh, they just have a removal. Well, that's nice. But not for us. Alright, but at least we got the life gain from the Annex. Of course, it's not great for us. They have 4 in the deck. But we will roll with it. It also prevents the whole game plan I did on the last turn with Shoot the Sheriff. So really not great. Really not great here. I can go Bloodletter into Shoot the Sheriff. But this doesn't have Death Touch. I can go another demon, but then I'm forced to block with it. It's not great. I can just kill it, but then I die. It's not my perfect play, you know? We're dealing a lot of damage, so we prevent the ley line at least. I don't love this play, man. I could go Preacher. Preacher is something interesting. So we could go Preacher, trade here, then go Shoot the Sheriff here, and set up Gas Guzzler for the next turn. We go to 2, this deals 1, we are not dead. If we play Aclazotz, like we have to chomp block, this is still a problem. Yeah, I think the Preacher might be the best play. We need to solve this Pride Mate. Of course, if they have another Sheltered and they are very good at magic, they will win the game. There's nothing we can do about this part. We go down to 2. That's really low, guys. That is really, really, really low. This is the crucial turn. If we can stabilize on this turn, we win the game. Because we trade here, we kill this guy, we go to 1, and we can answer the next place. I probably fear Shelter by Ghost the most. This is probably the worst card for us to handle. I think this is fine. I think this should win. Whenever you gain life, whenever you put a... So I think we kill it now, right? That's the play. Then they might not attack with Pride Mate, but I think I'm fine with it. Okay, I need to think, because if we remove this, they won't attack with this anymore. But then if we allow this, they draw a card. Is Ambushing worth? I think we go for this, man. This game is razor thin close, man. But I think this is the best play. There is still chance they will attack, but I don't think it's a good play. Like, I want to remove this creature, because moment they draw Sheltered, this becomes online again. And we need to kill it with Shoot the Sheriff before that happens. But now we can go for the demons, and we have a flying demon, and then we will have Shoot the Sheriff. We will have 3 mana after it. So very close. And by the way, this is fun combo. You can use Paladin to reanimate Aclazotz because it's a vampire, and then you get a demon while also having like tons of stats and 2 different creatures, and then they trigger Annex. So you have the demon. Very cool combination. Yep. They thought about this one. They will still draw. I guess it only triggers once a turn, but the counters are, you know, like they can do it more. So I think it still was worth it. Bloodletter. Drawing Bloodletter is nice, honestly. But I think we go for the big guy. We still have 2 mana for Shoot the Sheriff. And now Guzzler is online, and now Annex is online. Alright. Guys, I think this is beginning of the comeback. Oh man, it's not fully over, but it's really close, and we can drop double Bloodletter on the next turn, I believe, and there is a chance we kill them on the spot, because this will be double damage. I think we win then, right? Or at least we deal tons of damage, but I need to calculate. So it will be 16 damage. We need to attack. Alright, we need to think about it. When another creature, nothing enters yet. So we can chill here. This one doesn't do anything. The next one will. They can activate Sanctuary, but they cannot attack on this turn, so they just lost 1 creature for this final round. You know, the game will go on, but it's like one of the final rounds where they can do anything. Alright. Super important decision. We could kill the Sanctifier. This would mean they don't get the life gain, and they cannot attack with Hawk unless they want to lose it. I think it's worth it. Well, they can attack with Exemplar, but then they lose the Exemplar. I will go like this. I've never done this type of play, because it's always better to remove the Pridemates, but this might be the only situation in the history of life gain against Mono Black that is actually way better to remove 1 creature that triggers all of this. What do you do? They can stay. Stationing is painful. They can... Like, let's see how they station. Not lethal. Very important distinction. Alright, free block. I'll take... We basically get a little bit ahead every time they make a play like this. They will get the card, I believe, and some stats, but we'll probably get to removal and we can start chomp blocking and, you know, stuff like this. We have a tons of removal in the deck, so we should draw it. Don't forget we are doing 3 cards a turn, and we are live gaining at least 4 a turn. And when we get more preachers, we can start making tokens with lifelink, which will help us stabilize even more. Our opponent has... Oh, they are considering stationing. They can use Pridemate to station. They might be risking that they die, though. If we play double Aclazotz, they have to block this guy, right? With this. They need to trade, which means 4 damage. Oh, they didn't. I think if they station, there is a chance they would die. Oh boy. What a close game. We don't have vampires. We used a lot of removal, though. Alright, guys. We need to think how we do it. This is super important. If I go double Aclazotz, we start the drain. We need to play the Bloodletters first, so they will know. So that's 4, 8 damage. They go to 17. 4, 8, 16. I believe they will be at 1. I kid you not, they will be at 1. Oh boy. I think we go 1 Bloodletter. They didn't station, and it will be even harder next turn. We can also force a block here, because this will be lethal. Yeah, this will be lethal. We have other demons, so we can force them to lose this, right? Flying lifelink, they cannot stay. I think this is good. Let's go. I think this is a really cool play, because this is the last turn when this can trade against the demon, because this will be 7-7 and 8-8 later. And I think this is the perfect play, because we remove their card advantage, and with this, I think they will be falling off super hard very quickly. They cannot really station it easily, because they need to tap creatures and then they die, so yeah, they are forced to. Bro, this is enough damage to kill them. It's 24 damage with this, and then Annex. Bro, I really feel that there's some misplay involved here, you know? Like, I really feel that was not the optimal decision. And Vadmir will just start... Oh my god, No way. But I was sure it won't go as easy as this. But the Shaffer has blessed us with a land from the top, which means that we can go into our 3-drops and they are insane. Like, 3-drops in this deck are just devastating. And man, I want to target them so much, but we need to set up the Annex. If this stays for future, it will be great. What is the type? Avatar. So this is Yuna Overlord deck. So we need to be careful. Their turn 5 will be absolutely devastating. Do I want more cards or we want to go with Preacher? They might have some remove. You know what? I'm going with the Preacher. I know, I'm crazy. I did not play Annex on turn 3. Like a madman. Oh boy, this was the hardest decision of my life, man. Not to play Annex. I did it because Preacher also kinda draws you cards in a way, and it turned to be a great choice. See? 4 toughness. Pretty big deal. They could not kill the card they actually wanted to kill, which means that now we can set up... Wait. How do we do it? We get all this... Oh my god, the first hit is the sweetest hit. So we get the creature, and of course, we draw a card. And now, oh man, I just wanted to double play lands, easy. So this is kinda huge, because now if it dies, we can go for the Paladin and get it back. And of course we are close to getting the demons. We need to push. They have stronger deck. They will kill us at some point. But, oh yes, the full value. I think this is good. Shoot the Sheriff is a very nice draw. Very nice draw. Alright, let's go Paladin. Show them why you are a hidden gem. Man, this card is actually nuts. Like, 5-drop, that is a 5/4, that instantly brings another creature, and this is wild. And because you have Preacher, that means you get the tokens with lifelink, which helps a ton. Of course, at some point, we need to stabilize and start life gaining, but for now, we are all about aggression. They don't play sweepers. Against the deck that plays sweepers, sometimes this would be a bit of, well, not overextension, but you get the idea. You don't commit so heavily to the board, but this deck doesn't have it. Like, they cannot sweep the board generally, unless they play some weird version. So, you want to pressure them as much as possible, and we will have to go for Yuna. It's very important to check the graveyard. They don't have anything yet. They can use Esper Origins, Surveil, get something in the graveyard, and then on the next turn reanimate. So, guys, I think we are pressuring so hard right now that I think we will win this. This Paladin, like, if not the Paladin play, the board would be a 1/1. See, not scary, but if we play this and they don't answer, look at the board, it's already 8 damage with insane effects. We can get more, right? Whenever this creature enters or attacks, so we can just and we can return up to 1 target. This is huge because that means it's not a drawback. If there was no up to close, that means that you would always be forced to do it. Now we can swing. The only problem for this turn is that I kinda want this gone. Oh, I want to do so many things on this turn. Alright, we need to plan the turn. I kinda want the demon, to be honest. Which means I can only play the Guzzler. You know what? This might be good enough. This one is tapped. They probably won't kill us, but they get mana. Mana is so bad for us. Like, we don't want to give them mana. Oh man, this is a hard choice. I really want to go for the demon. We have less life, so we get the token here. I could kill this and force them into kinda the same situation. I think, guys, I think this is the play, right? We could also wait until they play Yuna or something and then kill the card. They won't block, they will take the... Man, this is huge. We need to make the right call here. If we mess up, we will lose the game. So if I attack, they kill the small token and then take the mana, play Yuna, then we need to shoot the Sheriff it, and then what? And then this pumps. This will be rough. Alright, I will keep the board clear. Oh, this was a really hard decision. We played this guy first, this way we can start maximum speed, and of course we swing. That's a ton of damage. And I really want to keep the board clear, especially this flips in 2 turns, so we don't want to play into two turns. We can station this guy. You know, not the biggest deal, but a deal. Perfect. This is such a good draw. If they play Yuna, we won't be able to target her because of warding, but it's still great draw. Probably one of the best in the whole deck. Oh man, this is perfect. Yo, yeah. Oh, do you smell it? That's the smell of winning the game, absolutely dominating our opponent. And all of this because of the Paladin. If not this card, we would not have those kind of stats, and this wouldn't be lethal. Now we can just go for this, make a demon swing, and that should be lethal. Absolutely yes. They will have creatures, we'll remove every single one of them. Let's go. We are keeping it. We are actually keeping all of them. You will see the true power of Gatekeeper of Malakir, an uncommon that we'll have for probably it's still 4 years, I believe, and you will see how insane this card can be in the right situation. So we pay 3, and we get instantly 2 for 1. This is the player. Please sacrifice one of your creatures. And we will do it 3 more times, and there is a chance they will scoop. And later you can take it back, right? I'm not sure if you can actually kick as you cast the spell. Okay, so it's you cannot combine those, I believe, because this is not casting, it's just putting them into the graveyard. Into battlefield, sorry. I was looking at the Hawk. I don't want double creatures on this turn. We will manage, but of course we don't want them to have 2 creatures, because it's better to sacrifice the only creature they have. Perfect. This is good. This is good. Oh, if we play this, every time we target, I'm greedy. Guys, I shouldn't do it. I really shouldn't do it, but I'm so greedy. I just want to do it. This might be the beginning of my downfall, but I just want my Vadmir just happy and, you know, just a little bit fat with those counters. I want the lifelink Menace, right? The second ability is Menace. I always mistake, is it Menace or Death Touch, but we hit the right one. Oversteer, very slow, but very good for them here. But now we are getting... So basically, I invested this turn to get this. Please, I'm sorry, but this is annoying. Basically, I invested 1 full turn just so we can activate the speed thing and also the counters thing. Very bad draw. Very bad draw. What do they want? They want to sacrifice... Maybe... I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's just go with it and see what they will decide. This is the player. We get the counter. Also pumps more damage this way. So if they choose the Overseer, of course they tank all the damage. They want to activate the Slay line, so they really want to go for the Hawk probably. But we will still swing all probably. And try to make sure that they can trade nicely against the Guzzler. But that still means they are trading against 1 drop. Wow. Okay. Interesting. I was sure they will trade against something. So that means that they feel that they are in control still. Could be interesting. We are definitely overdrawing Paladins, and like we have 3 in the whole deck, just to be clear. So you generally have 3, not 4, because you don't want to draw 2 early game. So we will draw 2 early game. That's a little bit problem. Alright, they can live gain a ton. This is a really nice shoot the sheriff target. But you know what? I think we continue. I think this is better on mana. Because this is exactly 3. And we can still hit their face quite heavily. And Vadmir, see, that's why we went for that play. Now Vadmir is just pumping and pumping. And Guzzler might be very relevant at some point. Right, we need 2 more counters. Just so we are clear, the draw is incredibly clunky. We have in total 5 of those 2 cards in the whole deck, 2 Bloodletters and triple Paladins. So we drew most of our big cards from the whole deck already. In what, 12 cards. So we are completely clunky on it. And unfortunately they also have Sheltered, which means that they remove the 1 creature we already counted. And we cannot target it because we are mana screwed so hard. Like we should be at 5 or 6 mana by now, I believe. And we are at 3. Until now, we had good opening and we were ahead. But now, man, this is insane. Double Sheltered. And they want to raise. They deal more damage. I need a land. Oh my god. If we got a land, we would play the Bloodletter. That would be 12 damage and we can win the race. We could also kill this, get everything back. Well, we got none of those and that's a dead draw. It will be useful later, but for now we didn't get any single new option with this. So man, this will be a rough one. Once you start getting mana screwed and your opponent doesn't, it's so hard to win. But at least we can use Shoot the Sheriff on this guy. Like, this is kinda the good play. So they can attack, they want to live gain so they can get the card. And we need to prevent it. Of course, we cannot kill the Angel. Oh, this has double shelter, so it means we will probably never kill it until end of the game. Man, this Revenant could not be in better moment. This is really what we wanted. We cannot allow this to trigger. Though this will be too much stats for us. Especially that they get life gain from the stats. So we need this Revenant to stick. And I really hope they don't have more removal. They already drew like half of removal from the whole deck potentially. Very often they only play sheltered. Alright. This is a start. This is a start. We need to prevent this leyline from going online. Duress. I mean, really, I'll be honest, guys. We were really ahead early game, but those draws are abysmal. This is like all the wrong cards for the matchup and for the situation. There's not much we can do about it. I can attack with Revenant, but then what? Then they attack with this. If I attack with... I could kill this and keep pushing the damage. It's not amazing. What are you? Oh, this is this angel. Alright, they will get the life gain. They will get 2 life gain, but that's it. I think this has to be Shoot the Sheriff. We cannot beat this card. I will literally have to wait until I get better cards. I don't think I can win with this one. If we attack, we go for 3 and they gain more. So it's not worth for us. And those cannot attack. I think, guys, we legit need to chill until Shuffler gives us better cards. Because on this draw, we cannot do anything. Like, we got cards that are either unplayable or unplayable. You know? Shoot the Sheriff is nice because it buys us a little bit of time. But we still need to play the rest of the deck, you know? I could attack with Gatekeeper so I can take it back later with Paladin. That might be the play. But not now because we are 2 turns from this. I should kill it faster. They didn't trigger it, so it didn't make a difference, but that was a bad play by me. It was close, and they have Adventure Sin, so they can trigger this. You know what? Not what I wanted, but maybe what I have to take, you know? We need to get into those cards, man. Like, I need to draw lands. I need to draw something. Oh my god. Alright. Okay, guys. This will be one of those games where... this is a good draw, but I wanted a land, so I can, you know, start developing. We basically need to tank next 2 turns somehow. This can be really rough. Do I want more cards? I think those Malakirs will be better later with Paladins. We just get them back. Well, I guess we cannot play the kicker, right? Alright, bro, we needed to go for 20 cards basically to get our 4th land. Oh man, on the other games I got flooded and I got like 5 lands on 7-8 cards, you know? So yeah, we just won't get in between. Bloodletter is nice. That means we could start attacking. It's not very quick. Preacher scales faster. But it also doubles the damage. I think this might be the play. They cannot get good block unless they commit more. I will go for it. They really don't want to block with this Angel of Vitality, and that's the only creature that can actually trade here. And we double the damage, so they go further from leyline. We get some extra life gain, and Bloodletter can block this, so they cannot attack and get the life gain basically. So unless they draw something that is game-changing, we are finally stabilizing, thanks to Gas Guzzler and those extra draws. Honestly, it was so worth to sacrifice this, because it cannot attack into 2-3 anyway. And if we get removal, we probably try to go for this. I was literally thinking about this one. Okay, this can hit Angel on the next turn if we hit right. Okay, guys, I think this is the start of just coming back into this game. This was rough, but we are getting there. It was so important that leyline is not activated. Alright. I think I've got the plan to get us out of this pickle. We go for this. This is another flyer. This is lethal on the next turn, so they cannot ignore it anymore. And we chill. We have 2 flyers. They cannot go through them, and this one has Death Touch, which is super important. Oh my, this was so close, man. But we did it! And we give yeah, they can go for the Hydra, which will be kinda perfect. It triggers once a turn, right? Yep. So we will go with Trajectory on the Hydra probably. I assume they have, you know, like the perfect opening. Tifa is a little bit worse, but it gives them the Veil potentially. Interesting one. I kinda want to go for Trajectory. If they double block, we can just trade and then go for this. But this can be very good. Let's keep it. We will play this, which kinda means we won't go for this one. I think we just kill Tifa. They can go for a Veil. Oh man, I think we go like this. Because if they have the Veil... Okay, that's fine. If they had the Veil, they would cast it, but we still can Trajectory later. Okay, that means we can answer... Well, we know that the next turn is Chocobo. Chocobo is kinda insane. And they have another Tifa, so it's not as great removal, to be honest. With this, they can double play Lance from the top and potentially kill us. Yay, that sounds fun. I only have one removal, man, this is rough. I will swing. The problem is they won't block, it's not enough damage yet. Maybe I just kill Tifa to get more mana efficient. Yeah, I think that's the play. Because then they can play Chocobo, but they can only play land, and that's it. So at least they don't get too much crazy value. It's a rough one. We got flooded. Like, we have 5 lands on 9 cards in the deck that runs less than 50% of lands, like by far. So we are closer to 1/3, so it should be like every third card. So we can try to go for the sacrifice effect. It's not bad here. Do we target player? Yeah, we also get the Vadmir trigger, which is really nice. I think we go for this. Let's go for Kicker. You've probably never seen this card, but this card is actually really strong if you have mono black. They just drew it. Alright, I will still kill a creature and get the counter, but did not expect this one. I think we can risk it. Let's go. We need to pressure them, especially with Revenant. We have some luxury that maybe you can just raise them and win the game like this. This counter really makes a difference because now this gets double. It's basically like double trigger the first one. So they got like extra land for triggers in a way. But this is a very good draw. We can go for the demon. This will be so hard for... Yeah, I think this demon will win the game. We actually won't draw cards with this. We just go for the finish. This is 6 damage, which means on the next turn they are kinda dead. Killing this elf was super crucial, because then they cannot play the rest. So even though they sacrifice the smaller creature, it's still good for us. Can they kill us already? It will be, what, 16? It's not enough. We are winning this, I think. Oh, they can... Oh, I will need to block. Oh, that's rough. But we can make the demon, we still win. Because this is only 14. Only 14 damage to the face and 6 to the demon. Like, measly 20 damage. But man, they went way harder than I expected. Like, this is a lot. We can also... No, we cannot activate this Annex. But this was exactly 9 damage. See, this is why I said that we need to go quickly. Because, man, they scale super hard. Alright, guys. We are going first. A little bit awkward draw on the mana because we got Sanctuary. We kind of reduced them to exactly avoid this situation, but we'll still get it. But on the other side, that means we also might get Annex, so we'll see. The next draw will be super important. Okay, this is the best draw of the deck, thank you, we win. That means we go for the Bloodghast, probably the most annoying creature ever if you are on the defense, and we already are stacking the speed. This could be Jeskai. Yeah, it feels like Jeskai. So that means they don't have the mana. We absolutely need to go for this. This, I should attack first, because they might have get lost. I was so excited about playing this card that I just disregarded all the safety rules. I just want my Annex in my board to feel, you know, all warm and cozy. We will probably Duress them. We will not Duress them. That's the last card I want to play right now. Oh boy. Alright, let's go. Revenant. We need to push them. We don't have much time. They will go insanely powerful soon. And we got Mana Scroot as well. Right? Yeah, we should have 4 mana. With Duress, you are discarding a card and triggering Monument, so you don't want to do it. We'll play this later. So, I really don't want to Duress them now. Oh boy, they just scoop riff. This game was way closer than you think. If we gave them 1 turn, they would probably win. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed some vampires in your life. And before we wrap up, there is a combo you didn't see. Gas Guzzler. When it gets activated the maximum speed, you can sacrifice Bloodghast and they come back for free whenever you play the land. So those 2 cards actually let you draw extra cards every turn, especially if you have double Bloodghast. You just pay 2 mana a turn, play a land, and you get 3 cards per turn. Without paying life, like with Annex and other effects like this. And it also starts maximum speed very quickly because it is a 1-drop and has solid stats. And of course, you have seen the Paladin and its might. However, just keep it in mind, just to keep it real with you guys, even though this might be one of the best vampires that you probably didn't know existed in Standard, that it's a very powerful card. Don't forget that in the meta decks, turn 4 is winning the game, because they can drop Kona into Omniscience, and this already wins the whole game. So, you know, if you go any slower than turn 4 win, you know, it's not easy to do, but honestly, I think this is like probably one of the best ways to make a vampire deck. So if you enjoyed this tribe, you can try it. It was very fun, and I believe we even ranked up a little bit. So I'm happy with this one, and Gatekeeper is a little bit of a hidden card that is surprisingly good, but you need to hit it right. But then it's just absolutely amazing. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. As always, you are absolutely great, and tell me what you think in the comments. I always love to reading those. So even if I respond, I generally read like majority of the comments, if not all of them, if I have time. So really thank you for this. This makes it fun for me to read what you guys think and what you liked about the video. So tell me about it, and thank you to all the patrons that were kind enough to support the channel. You know, I say it every day, but I'm every day really thankful for you guys that you are helping, and you know, it makes a difference. It also makes me really happy and motivated that you find the content fun, you know, like that's the whole point. So maybe your day is a little bit better. So thank you for that. And yeah, that's it for today. See you guys tomorrow.